Hello and welcome, hope you are well. My name's Marie and this is my yarn journey. If you've been here before, you'll probably be able to tell that my voice sounds very off, and I don't know how long I'm going to survive. I'm going to do the best I can to try and get a weekly update out for you as usual, but I have caught a cold off my older son, so unfortunately the main symptom that I'm having is a really bad sore throat, and I am struggling to talk and sometimes got a bit of a cough. So I'll try and cut out as much of if there's any coughing. I've just had some of the throat spray to numb my throat. So hopefully I can get through the updates and still get this podcast out to you all. And it's not too terrible to listen to my croaky voice throughout. So if you want to get in touch with me in any way, all the details are down in the description box as always. I have a Discord channel, I have Instagram, Ko-fi, an email address. So all the details are down there, and if you do want to help out the channel, if you could like this video and subscribe, they're free ways to help the channel and get it out there to all the other lovely knitters who might enjoy my content. So there is a few nice things to talk about today, and there's actually 2 finished objects, and they're the only things that I've worked on this week. But before I talk to you about them, I will tell you what I'm wearing. Now, this sweater is the Stripe Hype by Veronica Lindberg, and I made this in, I think it is Sanders Garn Sunday, and it was a Siobhan Crafts for all the striped colours, and that was her merino, and I got those from Yarndale. So if I didn't go to Yarndale this year, I've been the previous 2 years. Bit of a side tangent, sorry, but it's just reminded me. It's a massive show, a couple of pitfalls, although I probably will go again in the future, but I just had a year off from going this year. It is very close to me, so very handy. It's literally an hour's drive away in the car. It's in Skipton. And Sam Rayner has done, sorry Sam, can't remember your surname, but I'll link her down below. I'll link her Yarndale video down below. I also have a Yarndale video from last year if you want to get a feel for what it's like. I have mentioned on there the pitfalls of that show, as have many podcasters. It's not very good if you are disabled or in a wheelchair. It gets very busy, and there was a lot of vendors, so it can be overwhelming. I think this year, Sam said there was something like 200 vendors. So there's lots of choice, lots of things to see. But take a packed lunch, take a drink, because the food situation is pretty poor because it's so busy. But yeah, she's done a Yarndale thing, and I got these from Yarndale, which reminded me to tell you about that because I always like Sam's vlogs. They're very, very nice to watch. There's a good balance of talking and listening and seeing things with the music, as it were. I'm sure you've all heard of her. And yeah, so I was telling you, this is the Stripe Hype. Absolutely love this sweater, and I love the yarns as well. They do pill a bit, but it's not excessive. I think I've de-pilled it about 3 times. I've worn this sweater absolutely loads, and I love the fit on me. One thing that I was going to mention on the back of that is, I think it was AJ, and I think a few others commented to say, so I'm looking to do now I can't remember the name of it, can I? Just let me have a look on my iPad. So it's a jacket stroke cardigan that I want to make by Petite Knit. See, I've just got another Petite Knit pattern in my mind because I've knit that this week, and I will show you that in a moment. But that's why I can't remember the name of this one. So apologies if you can see that I've changed position or moved. I just got interrupted for a minute. I was talking about the fact that the main yarn in this is the Sanders Garn Sunday, I think, and the option in the November jacket by Petite Knit is one of the yarn options is that, or recommended. And putting this on today makes me think that I might actually consider that as an option. I need to look at the colours though to see what I think. I was hoping to use the other yarn that was mentioned in the November jacket pattern, but quite a few of you, AJ included, had said that it's quite a rustic yarn, and I'm not too keen on rustic yarns, and I don't want to put all the effort into making that lovely brioche jacket to not really be able to wear it. So yeah, that was long-winded about what I'm wearing, wasn't it? But it just led me into a few tangents there. So, like I said, I have two finished objects. One I'm happy with, one I'm not. And I'll show you the first one. And that is by Nightlight. It's by Andrea Mowry. It is blocked. And I thought I'd sewn in my ends, and then I just found one. Now, if you remember, I used the Sakura colourway in DK by My Creative Garage, and she gave me two different skeins. One was lighter speckled and one was heavier speckled, and then I used Lana Gatto in the navy colourway for the main yarn, and I used as much as I could of the first skein, and then got to the center point, and then I started decreasing. So I have made mine a little bit bigger than the pattern suggests, and so it is pretty long. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see all this on camera. And I'll show you up close so you can see the pattern. It was a very, very nice pattern to knit. I really enjoyed it. 16 row repeat for the increase and the decrease pattern. And I'll just try and put it on now. I'm not sure I've really figured out how I'm going to be wearing it, but it's going to be super warm, super snuggly. Just need to have a few practice, I think, of how I can wrap it round, because it does wrap round a lot of times. But yeah, turned out absolutely lovely. And look at the drape on that. It's wonderful, isn't it? These two yarns are beautifully soft. They're going to be soft around my neck. It's going to keep me lovely and warm. It's something I'll probably be able to throw around in the house as well if I'm feeling a bit nippy. And this was the main thing that I worked on until I'd finished it, which was quite soon after I'd recorded the podcast, to be fair. And then I went on to cast on this, which is the weekend hat, which is why I keep saying weekend throughout this. And again, I've done it in the Lana Gatto, I keep saying Grotto. Oh, and this is what I had left of the second skein of Sakura yarn. And yeah, now I've been feeling under the weather, so this pattern, as with most petite knit patterns, they are, from my experience with the few patterns I've done, they're very, how would I word it? There's not much written in them. You get what you need, and that is it with petite knit patterns. It's not wordy or anything like that. This hat is no different. Now, I don't know what I did really, because I'll show you this as it. So this is what the hat looks like. Very simple. You know, you cast on in the round. You're knitting a tube essentially. unbeknownst to me, you're supposed to do double knitting at 2 points, and this is a mistake I made. So depending on the size you're picking the pattern, and this is a ribbed hat, you are supposed to knit to a certain point, do a double knit section, then knit again, do a double knit section, and you end up with a double folded brim. And it is DK, so it makes it very, very thick. Now, I've misread the pattern. So I did my first double knit band, but I didn't do the second one. And I kept thinking to myself, because I didn't realise when I was knitting this pattern that it was supposed to be a double fold. And I'm not sure, because I had a look through it after I'd discovered that I'd missed part of it. I'm not sure it actually says in the pattern. Now, I've also done it on the recommended needles, so it's very dense, because I'm presuming, I didn't check my gauge, I'm presuming that it's tighter than the pattern. So I would say if I was knitting it again, I'd probably go up to a 4mm, which would probably make it a bit roomier. Because I didn't know it was a double folded brim, when I've sewn my ends in, I've sewn them in where they're going to be visible, so I need to sort those out. But I'll show it you on me. Now that I've got it double folded, I don't think it looks too bad, but there's no, she has an extra bit, which I've not got. Now I've double folded it. So I don't really know what to do with this, really. Have I done too small of a size? Have I not knitted it long enough? I'm not really sure. I was really pleased. The decreases were pretty easy. I hope you can see them. It all went pretty easy and it felt really good until I got to the end and I'd finished it, and then I realised I'd made those couple of small errors. It's definitely a beginner friendly pattern. There's nothing too difficult. You're just knitting a tube, and it does come out as a very warm thing, but I should have maybe thinking, oh, it's just a hat, and didn't really read the pattern properly, clearly. So what do you think? Do I need to rip it out? Do I need to do it again? Do I need to, what do you think I need to do? Pretty nice for a finished object, but it's not really right, is it? See, I don't mind it being against my head, really. But it doesn't look like the picture, but I'm not sure, because when I did it with, this is how, when I first finished it, this is how I had it folded. And I was like, well, this is totally weird. Why would you have it like that? It's too long. And then I put it on. And as you can see, it looks absolutely ridiculous, but she does have a little bit here. I don't know if this is more fitted than it's supposed to be. I feel it's going to keep me warm. It fits nice, but, and it's not like it's super tight or anything. It's stretchy. I did the medium in the pattern, so I'm sure my hair looks the right state now, but yeah, well, I'd love to hear your comments. Have you made the weekend hat? How have you found it? I mean, it's a very simple pattern. I shouldn't have made any errors, really. But, you know, these things happen, don't they? Clearly wasn't reading it very well. Last thing that I wanted to talk about is that I have got my red yarn for my other loop sweater that arrived this week. And it's this one. And this is the recommended yarn in the pattern. So it's by Onling, and it is 75% superfine wool and 25% Angora. And 50 grams is 180 meters. Now, because of the Angora, it has got a lovely fuzz, very, very soft against my skin. So I'm looking forward to making this lovely big oversized cozy sweater. And I think I've got 7 of these. And so, yeah, I need to make sure that I do a gauge swatch or at least, you know, check my gauge with this yarn. And the needle's recommended before I do that. Don't want a sweater turning out wrong, do we? And that's all the knitty things that I wanted to talk to you about. I've not yet picked up the neckline on my Carndale cardigan, but I think I had a little bit of a mental block with that. And for anyone who enjoys reading, I've just finished this. If you like a cosy, easy read, I really enjoyed it. I wanted to find out what was happening. And it's The Mysterious Bakery on Rue de Paris by Evie Wood. I've already read a book by her, which was The Lost Bookshop. I think I preferred The Lost Bookshop, but this one was good. I definitely recommend it. It's just a cosy, easy read. Has a good ending, feel good. So if that's what you fancy. I've been reading a lot of fantasy, romance, and more heavier stuff. So, and I've just started now. I think it's called One Dark Window. It's one that was recommended by on another booktube channel. It's a duology, so there's 2 books. I've got both the books, and I will let you know how that one is. Already I can tell that it's a lot more rich story. So yeah, it's nice to get my teeth into something different. I'm already enjoying it, and I've only read a couple of chapters. It's really, really interesting. And that's everything that I wanted to say this week. I'm sorry it's a short episode, but like I say, my voice is sore. You know, I've only been working on these 2 projects that I've talked to you about, and there's nothing much more to say. There's not really anything going on. I went to a party last weekend for a friend. It was her 60th, so that was really nice to get out and do that. But other than that, it's just life as usual around here. And yeah, the weather's definitely turning cooler now, and it's getting dark so early at night. Anyway, I'm going to leave you now. My voice is starting to go and it's feeling quite sore, and I will see you next week. Hope you have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful week, whatever you're doing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.